welcome back to the Book Report. I hope you're doing okay. I have a very unique book haul for you today, so strap in. Let's take a look. Okay, I have something very unique for you today. I bought part of a collection, and I may still have an opportunity to get more of it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And it primarily consists of first edition UK hardbacks, and most of these were published between the late 30s and some of them all the way up until the early 60s. But I need to do sort of a chore, and I figured I would bring you along with it and I would show you these as I did it. All of these have been meticulously kept in Mylar for quite some time, and some of them have information associated with them from the previous collector, including what I assume is his purchase price, what he initially paid for them. And I've seen some of the receipts that were sort of enclosed in some of these books, and it really does appear that he paid prices like that for each of these, including the international shipping to get them to the United States. So somebody did extreme diligence to put together this collection, and I am doing my best to keep the piece of it that I have in good condition. The issue is that in order to get to some of the information in these books, I have to take it out of the Mylar, and this Mylar is quite old at this point. It may not even technically be Mylar. Either way, they need to be opened and re-sleeved, and luckily, what I have found is that the sleeves used for manga fit these perfectly. These are an odd size. They're not the size of a normal paper or a normal hardback. They're closer to the size of a paperback, which is one of the unique, fascinating, amazing things about this collection. So we're going to go through these, and I'm going to remove them from their Mylar sheath and place them in a new bag, and we'll just enjoy them while that happens. Now, I haven't had an opportunity to properly research every single one of these. I've done a little bit of valuation on some of them, but not all of them. And the artwork, you'll see as we go through, is just incredible on these. And of course, the dust jacket on items like this are where most of the value lies, other than just the sort of transcendental value of these books. Now, a lot of these books may actually be in the public domain at this point, and I would assume that many of them have digital replicas that can be read on a digital device, and that can prevent harm to these books. As much as I would love to read every single one of these, I will most likely make a list and search out the digital files and read them on an e-device, even though that's not my preferred method of reading. I would still like to ingest these stories one way or the other, but reading the physical copies, I think, would do much too much harm to them. So we're gonna start opening this up. Now, this is a Curtis Books. You'll see many of these. There's a few publishers represented, and these were small British publishers that were, I think, mainly focused on pulps and little moneymaker books like that. You can see this Mylar, it wants to tear even as I'm removing the stickers, or the tape, I should say. That is beautiful. The artwork itself on many of these is unattributed, which is a shame. And there are issues to some of these. Some of them are in better condition than others. I really had to fight to get the pieces of this collection. There were other buyers that were very interested, and so I, even though I picked up each of these at a very reasonable price compared to their stated value, I had to fight for what I got. So I'm very pleased to have these. I'm gonna just sort of open this up. I know this is upside down for you. This is a 1953 edition. Let's see if I can get you a better view. Planet Thaw. Some of these that I will show you are genuine masterpieces, and many of these are not. They are pulp, and you can feel it in the paper quality. Very, very amazing. I'm going to go ahead and bag that one up. Very careful. There we go. And that just fits nicely in there. Very nice. Alien dust. Let's get the Mylar and we'll avoid that reflection. And you can see there's a Mylar cover on the dust jacket, which is very nice. Some of these have the Mylar covers on the dust jackets and some of them do not. And the ones that don't, I will eventually go back and add them. There is a unique smell to these. They've been wrapped up in the Mylar for so long that it's not just your regular book smell. It's not a bad smell. It's just a little old. 1955. This is a Boardman edition, and it looks like the person originally paid $200 for it. I did not. Back that up nicely. A particularly beautiful one. Two Worlds. Paul Lorraine. The use of color in this is just gorgeous. I wish that there was artist attribution. They deserve to be known. And I'm sure that there are indexes where you can find that information. But unfortunately, I have not had time to delve quite that deep. Even this video is sort of a preliminary examination of many of these. You can tell the glue is... everything is intact, but the glue is quite dry and stubborn at this point, and I'm certain that if I opened this all the way, we would be cracking glue and damaging the book. It's now a race to the future with these. This is another Curtis book. You might even say a race to oblivion. I'm sure that the paper used in these was acidic, and the books themselves will just eventually tear themselves apart, which is why finding them in condition like this is so remarkable. I'm sure that if the Library Ladder stumbles onto this video, he would have quite a lot to say about these. He has a much deeper knowledge of things like this than I do. Now, we're all familiar with Murray Leinster. This is The Last Spaceship. It's a first edition UK. And it looks like the person originally paid $200 for it. It's published in 1951. Frederick Fell, publisher. It's just gorgeous. This is a Panther book. All of the Panther books have this sort of gold leading edge on it. This is The Red Planet by H.J. Campbell. Beautiful. And it's in great condition. This one has a particularly British smell about it. This is another Panther edition that I've already re-sleeved. This is Empire of Chaos by H.K. Bulmer. And again, it is a UK first edition. I have repriced it in there. This one is actually listed. Some of these, as much as I don't want to part with them, I'm trying to recuperate some of the expense of obtaining them. So I have listed some of these, and I will likely list a few more. But this one is one that is listed on my eBay page. This is another one I have already had the privilege of re-sleeving. This is The Green Planet by John Elton. There's a little bit of a chunk missing there. It's otherwise very nice. This is 1955. Word Lock publisher. I opened my garage door to look out for the postman, but I think it's let too much light in. Let me fix that. This is Lost World by Brian Shaw. There's a little chunk missing out there. Now, a lot of these are written with pen names, and I have not uncovered the origin of all of these, or I know that there's at least two fairly famous writers that are writing under pen names with these, but I'm not totally sure which ones, so that's my own lack of information. I know that doesn't do you, the viewer, any good, but that is where my mind is at. It's another Curtis Books. This one's got a little bit more wear on it than some of the others, but can't beat those rockets. That's just amazing. Let's see what year this is. Oh, looks like there's a little sticker in there. Stamped as sold. Well, good. I'm glad they put that in there. 1953. This one. One is just gonna fit. Some of these are gonna be a bit too thick for the manga sleeves, but that one worked. This is another Panther edition. John J. Deegan. Corridors of Time. Panther Books. I'm gonna guess this is 1952 or 53. Here's some other Panther editions. Now, I'll have to say that every single one of these titles was in the collection that this came from, and I got the ones I could get. It's a shame that I couldn't grab every single one, but I got a number of them. Now this is a Frederick Fell 1954 E-main hull. Planets for sale. And I'm almost 100% sure that's a pen name. Beautiful. This one is beautiful all the way around. Let's take it out of here. It says old-fashioned space opera featuring Art Blord, a ruthless business tycoon who is plundering an entire galaxy. That is just gorgeous. Beautiful. Beautiful condition. These are real treasures to me. This one is slightly wider than these. Just, you see that? Just a little bit. So the manga sleeve won't work for this one. There was a reason I wasn't going to take this out. Now I remember. Alright, let's see if we can get it back in its... Alright, safe and sound. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Invaders from Space by Patrick Moore. It's one of the things I most appreciate about visual artists, because I'm not a visual artist. But one of the things I most appreciate about them is when they pick a color palette and they use that palette across the image. It's just amazing. This is published by Burke in London. This is a 1963 edition, and it looks like someone originally paid $300 for this. So, it is absolutely beautiful. Oh, let's see. It says, Joe Stephen, Happy Christmas. From Uncle Ray, maybe? Auntie Muriel and David. Christmas 1964. There's some foxing in there. We're going to close that back up, and we're going to put it in a nice sleeve. This one I'm actually going to leave in its Mylar. This is one of my favorites in this collection. Spaceship to Venus. Just incredible. The overall quality of this dust jacket is very fine. And there's a little notation in here. It says Nicholson, Spaceship to Venus, Venture Books, 1948, first edition. And it looks like they paid $225 for it. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This, I would love to capture this image and put it on a shirt and make it available to people. I may research the legality of that, but I'd love to find out this artist. We'll see. This is another one I'm going to leave in its Mylar due to its size. This is Big Eye, The Big Eye by Max Ehrlich. Set that down where you can properly look at it. Just gorgeous. Let's see. Published by Boardman, 1951. A new planet has been sighted, and it is rushing towards the Earth. As the planet nears it, it is seen to have the contours of a big eye. I want to read this so bad. But but I can't read this one. Oh, just incredible. Again, this is one that is too large to resheath. This is Planet of Light by Raymond F. Jones. And if you know anything about me or have followed me for any amount of time, you know that I have a deep love and fascination with the flying saucer-shaped UFOs. It is one of my great loves, artistically, socially, scientifically, whatever it is. Very, very beautiful. Published by Winston, the John C. Winston Company, Philadelphia and Toronto. So this one may not actually be a UK edition, but it's definitely not sized like the UK editions. This is much more consistent with an American first edition. This one includes, I'll show you, it includes a cutout from a newspaper. This is the Blue Asp, Rand LePage. It's a UK, 1952, and the cutout on the back, I'll show you it. It's actually similar to this here, but you can tell it was actually, I don't know, maybe it was photocopied from the book and then put here on the back so that you could read it, but it's a synopsis of the book. Copyright July 1952. It's very beautiful. Curtis Books. Just incredible. The Blue Asp. We will button this guy up. This next one is actually quite valuable and quite sought after, especially in this condition. This is Children of the Void by William Dexter. This is one of the ones that I've listed to sell, even though I would actually really love to keep this one, so we'll see. Maybe it won't sell for 20 years. It's in absolutely beautiful condition as far as these go. Just perfect. And in terms of things that, quality-wise, that I would feel very comfortable selling, this is one of them, which is why I picked it to sell. This is 1955, published by Peter Owen. Even now, this is a book worth about $200 on the conservative side. So, and we have a UFO. And a Batman. Not the Batman, just a Batman. And this is another that I've already re-sleeved. This is Ionic Barrier. It does have a little bit of wear here, and it's missing a chunk here, which is unfortunate. Von Keller. Very beautiful. Curtis Books. Gorgeous. A few chunks missing here, nothing crazy. I have two very special ones I'm going to save to the end. This is another Panther. This is S.J. Bounds' Dimension of Horror. We have a blue-haired lady and a rocket ship. Just beautiful. Absolutely wonderful condition. We'll bag that. This is going to be 1952 or 53, I believe. Let's see if it's listed here. No, not dated, like the other Panthers. I guess Panther wasn't great at that. This is Cosmic Conquest by Adrian Blair. Just incredible. Look at that. Beautiful. (1953). Just the tail end of the golden age here. Okay, this one is again too big to be re-sleeved. This is Mariners of Space by Robert Collins. Just beautiful. Look at that, and there's a rocket. There, you can see it. I don't want to take this Mylar off because it will destroy itself doing so. 19... Where are we? Where's the year on this? It's a space opera set in the 21st century when interplanetary war rages between Earth and Mars and Venus. This is a 1944 edition. Just perfect. Unreal. This is another Panther book. And this is Galactic Intrigue by H.K. Bulmer. And there is a semi-humanoid form there. And I love the transistors. Just great. Very beautiful condition, this one. And this is, again, going to be early 50s. UK first. H.K. Bulmer. Very nice. This one is slightly too large for a sleeve. This is a Jack Williamson, the Humanoids. Now he remained quite famous throughout the rest of the 20th century, and I have a book I'm going to show you at the end that is a Jack Williamson book that is very special. Just incredible artwork on this one. Very beautiful condition. This is Museum Press, 1952. Just beautiful. It's unfortunately not sleeved, and it is a bit too big. This is Unbroken Barriers by Kathleen Lindsay. And this one is actually very unique. Let's see if we can get a date on this. This is pretty early. This is one of those books that, as I understand it, it treads the line. 1940. First printing 1940. It treads the line between science fiction and whatever the accepted form of fiction was at the time. So damage here. Let's see if I can read this upside down. Anthony Stapleton, Professor McGuire, Archie Cameron, and a select crew are about to attempt a flight from Tibet to a mystery planet. On the first stage of the journey, they find, to their dismay, a beautiful stowaway on McGuire's yacht. She is Virginia Barlow, a rich young American hiding from the police because she shot her lover. So, very interesting blending of the contemporary fiction of that day and a science fictional plot. Very nice. It's a stowaway story. This is a Burke, 1961. This is Space Agent in the Ancient Peril, Agnes McVicker. And we've got some UFOs. You know why I fought hard for this one. So, just beautiful. This one's actually in really amazing shape. This one I would say could be safely read. It's that good. Although I will not this copy. Very, very pretty. is in beautiful condition. This is 0 Point by Rand LePage. Beautiful. 1952, Curtis Warner. Look at that, just incredible condition. Beautiful. Alright, this, I'm gonna take you off of our path for just a moment, and then I'm gonna bring you right back. But I want to show you this, because it is incredible. This is an uncorrected proof of Wild Cards 2 Aces High, edited by George R. R. Martin, with Roger Zelazny, Louis Shiner, Walter John Williams, Melinda M., Victor Malin, Pat Cadigan, and John J. Miller, and George R. R. Martin. And it is signed, I'll show you here, by George R. R. Martin and John Miller. Very, 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 very interesting find. I purchased this when I was purchasing the rest of these, so I figured it would be a fine thing to show off in this video, and that is that. And this will be listed for sale. One of them is too large to re-sleeve. In terms of artwork and quality, this is my favorite out of this acquisition. This is Veiled Victory, O. Chester Broadhay, and this is just incredible. I am in awe of this cover. The quality all the way around is great. There's just a little piece missing in the dust jacket down here. This is high grade, Veiled Victory, Chester Broadhay, 1941, inscribed by the author. Yeah, so I'm actually not going to take it out to look at the inscription. I would like to, but this one is probably extremely fragile, and it's very safe in this Mylar, and I think it's going to stay that way. So, very fun. I will never sell this one. This one is going to be one of those that stays in my collection. It's just too amazing. Definitely want to read this one though. So, and I have one more to show you, and this is pretty incredible as well. The condition on this is just unbelievable. This is The Legion of Time by Jack Williamson, and this is a first UK edition, and it is numbered. This is by Fantasy Press. Oh, Reading, Pennsylvania. I apologize. This is not a UK edition. This is a first American edition. Copyright 1952. It's number 99 in the series. And there's an inscription here to, what is it? What does that say? Parker Wheat, MD, 2 Stitches in Time. Jack Williamson. So 99, 2 Stitches in Time. It's just lovely. And this one is actually listed for sale. It's quite sought after, being a numbered edition. There are collectors for these, and it is available on my eBay page if that is something that you're interested in. So, thank you so much for looking at all of these with me. It's such a pleasure to go through them, and they will be very safe and loved in my collection. And maybe I'll get lucky enough to buy from this collection again and bring home some of their brothers and sisters. So, thank you so much for your time. And thanks for watching the Book Report. Have a great day.